Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on the call tonight. I am Nikki McCutchen, and I will be your host, and we are so excited that you're here. Please know that whoever invited you to the call tonight must really care about you to want you to know about this amazing technology. What we will be talking about for about 30 minutes will be this great technology called X39, this that elevates this peptide in our body that does incredible things. We are absolutely watching it change people's lives, and we are excited to get to share it with you tonight and give you some education on it. And at the end, we will have a time where you can ask questions. So even as I'm talking, if you think of a question, feel free to put that in the chat. And then at the end, if you want to come on and raise your hand, or you can unmute, then you can come on and ask those questions, but always feel free to use that chat while I'm going over everything. We are just blessed and thankful that you are here tonight. And so we'll start with our medical disclaimer. All Lifeway products are not intended to treat, cure, or diagnose or prevent any disease. If you are on medications or have medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, please check with your healthcare practitioner first. What we'll be sharing tonight is for informational and educational purposes only. And so, with that, I want to ask you a question for you to think about. If there was a technology that could safely and effectively work naturally and be affordable, would you be open to it? Hopefully, you're going to find that is what I will be sharing with you tonight. And hopefully, you will get the information you need to check all of those boxes. But what we are going to be talking about is this amazing little patch. And I know it's crazy, it's this tiny little patch, but this amazing technology is FDA recognized and compliant as a general wellness product. It is a class 1 medical device. It's completely non-transdermal, meaning there is nothing that transfers from the patch into your body. It's completely non-transdermal. It is reflective, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. It is hyperallergenic. The adhesive on it is hyperallergenic. Yeah, it's medical grade plastic. It has a 96% effectiveness rate. That is incredible in the market that we have today. Not even supplements do anything like that. So when you're talking about a natural technology being able to have a 96% effectiveness rate, that is truly something eh, just an absolute wonder in what we have with natural technology, and for people to get such quick results as well. So it is patented. We have over 150 patents. There's over 90 clinical studies. You can actually find all of those on patchtheway.com. That's PATCH, theway.com, with all kinds of other great additional information. I will refer to it several other times tonight. It is our educational site. So when you are unable to come on a Zoom like this, then you can always use that site to help people get educated on what this technology can do for them. There is no product in the world that does what X39 does. You can be rest assured that we have a novel technology that is absolutely incredible. So I told you that it was non-transdermal. There's nothing that transfers from this patch into your body. It is all light reflective. It is made up of organic amino acids, salts, and sugars in a crystal lattice structure that is reflective. This process that I'm actually talking about is called photobiomodulation, which is just a big word for light making change in the body. And you all already know what this is because every time you step out into the sun,
Difficult.
oh, I totally disappeared. I'm back. I don't know what happened. Do you all see me? Okay, awesome. That was crazy. Okay, I don't know why it's still recording. That was the weirdest thing. I've never had that happen. Anyway, so we'll get back to it. So photobiomodulation, if you all heard that, is light making change in the body. Every time you step out in the sun and the sun hits your skin, it tells your body to make vitamin D. That's a natural body process that happens through the sun. With this technology, you don't need the sun because you are the light source. You are the heat source. So we actually emit a low grade infrared light that comes out of our bodies everywhere. You also already know this as well. You just probably didn't realize it because when you see in the movies and they're looking through those night vision goggles and you see all of those beautiful, beautiful colors, and they are referring to it as a heat signature. They're seeing people's heat signature. That is technically a low grade infrared light that emits from our bodies everywhere out of our bodies. Because of that, you can actually wear this patch anywhere on your body that you need to wear it. We do have clinically tested spots, but you can actually put it on anywhere. This technology, so our company has been around for over 20 years. And so we know that no matter where you put it on your body, it is going to reflect that infrared light and it will tell the certain peptide to get up and get working the way that God designed it to. We recommend that you wear this technology 12 hours on to activate and repair and 12 hours off to have your body rest. Because what happens is because it's reflecting back at a certain frequency, turning on the peptide called GHK copper peptide, we are telling that peptide to get up and get working. So no different than when you go into the gym and you're telling your body and your muscles and everything, your mitochondria, your lungs, your oxygen levels, you're telling everything to get up and get working. You can only sustain that for so long. So the same thing is true when you use any type of red light therapy product, because it is activating at the mitochondrial level, your body will only signal and cause that mitochondria and those peptides to get up and get working for a certain amount of time before it says, I am tired. Stop telling me to work. It will just turn off and stop working. So, what's cool about this technology is it actually works and sustains for 12 hours. So, when you take that off, it'll allow your body to rest, will allow all that signaling to go back into a rest state. So, when you're put on a brand new patch the next morning, then you can tell those peptides to get up and get working again. So, it's 12 hours on, 12 hours off. 12 hours on, the next day you put on a brand new patch. This peptide that X39 turns on is called GHK copper peptide. This peptide is absolutely amazing. So it took David Schmidt, our founder and inventor, 10 years to figure out how to turn on dormant stem cells through this technology. And so by activating GHK copper peptide, GHK copper peptide tells dormant stem cells to get up and get working. What happens in our body is a natural aging process and that goes along with stem cells. By the time you're 30, you have half of your stem cells that go dormant. By the time you're 60, you only have 10% of those stem cells any longer working for you. So you can see between 30 and 60, all of the aches and pains, all of the illness and disease, all of the things that start to happen between 30 and 60. And it's because our stem cells go dormant. So if we can tell those stem cells to get up and get working and get active again, we can actually have true age reversal because all of those stem cells, our body will get to decide where to use those, where to send those, where we need support, our brain, our heart, our liver, our blood, our white blood cells, our immune system, whatever it might be, your body gets to decide. This is smart technology, okay? Smart meaning the way God designed us, it allows our body to use the technology the way we have been designed from our designer. And I absolutely love that. So, when we're talking about stem cells, the only thing that even comes close in comparison is stem cell injections. So, on the market, what we're talking about is thousands and thousands of dollars of something that's invasive and doesn't always work, and you don't know what kind of results you're going to get. It's because of the inflammation that gets created in your body because of that injection. Inflammation in the body eats stem cells. So your body sends stem cells to an area to repair and rejuvenate an area. But as we age, the less stem cells we have, the more inflammation we have. So as our body sends those there, those stem cells get eaten up. So if we can reactivate more and more stem cells when it goes to an area, it allows that area to be able to regenerate quicker and faster, allowing us to recover quicker from whatever is going on with us. That's why when we're young, when we're kids and we fall down and scrape our knee, fall off our bike and scrape our knee, we get right back up and we get back on the bike and we keep on going. And in the next few days, we don't even mention that our knee hurts or that anything's going on with us. And that scrape heals so quickly. It's because all of the stem cells that we have been given are active and working when we're young. As we age, those go dormant. So now there's a technology without having to be an injection that you can wear that's completely affordable that will activate and regenerate those dormant stem cells, resetting 4,000 of your genes, okay, what's happening in your DNA, okay, to a younger, healthier state. All right, so this is huge. Like I said, the only thing that compares is an injection. Thousands of dollars doesn't always work. This technology always works. We have many different ways that we can tell you to even test, go have testing done. If you've worn this technology for like 6 months, we will tell people if you don't feel anything, you don't notice anything, go to your eye doctor, go to your dentist, go get some regular blood work done and see what those things tell you to see what you can notice is actually going on with you because you're not feeling anything. Because if you don't feel your blood coursing through your veins. You don't feel your liver and all the things that it processes every day for you. So if you need help and support in those areas to sustain life, those are things that you are not necessarily going to feel, but your body is going to determine that it needs to go there first versus maybe you have a pain in your knee that you really want it to fix, but it's not getting there yet. So you may not, your body doesn't feel like you need your knee to sustain life. You do need your heart, your brain, your blood, your lungs, your liver to work properly to sustain life. Eventually, as those things get back into better shape, it will then go and work on your ache, your pain, your knee, your shoulder, your elbow, whatever it might be that you need support and help with. Okay, so not only stem cells, this is what makes GHK copper peptide so amazing in our body. All right, so major body system, stem cells, dormant stem cells, cardiovascular system. GHKCU supports the cardiovascular system from the base in every way. Everything about your heart, the blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels, everything going on with you, it is supported in your cardiovascular system. Okay. So I say this many, many times. My husband was on blood pressure medication since we were in our 30s. He's always been terrible about taking it, on it, off it. He hasn't even tried to take it for the last several years, but has needed to be on it. We had someone come out to have his blood pressure run to redo our insurance, and we've been on the technology now for 2 years. It was 118 over 82. Okay, his blood pressure completely normal. Completely normal. Okay, he's 52. That was back in our 30s. And when we took it before we started this technology, I think it was like 176 over like 96, something like that. So absolutely. And this is something I can tell you I see with people all the time because of the support the cardiovascular system receives from GHK copper peptide in your body. So that's two major body systems. The collagen. Most people think that collagen is just hair, skin, and nails. Okay. It is not. It is foundational building block of your body, all of your tissues, all of your fascia, your muscles, your bones. The collagen in your body also declines at about the same rate that your stem cells decline. So by the time that you are 60, you have 80% of your collagen that is no longer really working for you. Okay. So that's why people start to have fine lines and wrinkles and all of those things that we see on the outside and the saggy skin. All of those things start to happen. But it is so much more than that. It's why when someone goes into surgery and they're using this technology like I had, and my surgeon and my physical therapist are like, oh my goodness, we cannot believe how fast your scar healed and how even the scar tissue is able to remodel because we are dealing with something that supports collagen and stem cells. Absolute powerhouse in GHK copper peptide for anyone who's having to have to go through any type of surgery. Okay, so that was three systems, your immune system. Everyone wants to support their immune system, especially this time of year. So important that we have that elevated immune system. We have in GHK copper peptide the reduction of inflammation, even so that helps to whatever toxins we're being exposed to, helps to reduce inflammation so it can move through our system properly so that we can process whatever things we're being exposed to. Fifth major body system, your brain. At about 6 weeks, your brain will begin to start to feel more balanced. You'll start to feel more calm. Brain fog will begin to lift. Anxiety and depression seem to lift. That's usually about the time people notice different things going on in your brain. Absolutely huge. So, all of these body systems, there is nothing else out there on the market that can support all of these things in one tiny little patch by using our own body's infrared light to support the design that God gave us inside our own bodies to do what He created us to do. He has designed us to heal. We have a scientist and inventor in David Schmidt who studies the way that God designs things, which allows us to have access to a technology that supports God's infinite design. How exciting is that? I love every minute of it. It's amazing. So, what we recommend is that you wear this 1 month for every decade you are old. So if you are 50, you want to wear this for 5 months for every, so that's 1 month for every decade you're old to really see what the technology is going to do for you. Now, I told you that I've been doing this for 2 years. Why? Why would I do that when I said I'm 50, 5 months for I could have stopped at 5 months, right? Absolutely not. What continues to happen with this technology is that it has a compounding effect. So when you start to get those dormant stem cells up and running and regenerating, once they're up and running, it just continues to happen. Your body just continues to up and generate more and more stem cells so that you can truly have age reversal, so that whatever is going on with you can be supported by your own body's infinite design. So that hydration, I do want to just mention that absolutely key. Please drink high quality water. Anytime you try to do anything with your health, water is key. Okay. It is absolutely vital because that's what allows your cells to communicate and talk to each other. As we age, hydration seems to be an issue. Most people are actually very dehydrated. So, half your body weight in ounces is what you want to set as a goal. If you sweat, if you wear patch technology, if you do any kind of working out, you're going to want even more hydration, and electrolytes are going to become key for you because that's what allows your cells to be electric, to talk to each other. Magnesium, sodium, potassium. So those are some super key things that you need to think about when you're using this technology. But really, just for overall health, hydration is going to be huge, especially with any kind of pain. A lot of times, people just drinking water can get their pain to go away because they're just dehydrated and their cells can't talk to each other to relieve that inflammation. So it's so huge. Hydration is huge. So, I think I see a few things in the chat. Let me look at this. But please, if you have a story you want to tell, if you have something you want to share, if you have a question you want to ask, please come on or raise your hand and we will be happy to answer those questions. Let me see here. Okay, so it looks like, so Larry said he was wearing the X39 today. I have to admit, personally and professionally, X39 is an immense difference than X49 solo. Absolutely. The combination of the two is huge. It is a powerhouse combination together. And really, I would probably only recommend somebody can wear X49 by itself, but I would say, if you're in your 20s, that would be kind of more of something I would recommend. But as we age, that combination of the two different stem cells being activated, AHKCU and GHKCU working to activate different types of stem cells, gives us what we need as we age. So that's, I think, super important. Has there been any testing when X39 works better AM or PM? So I always recommend that people start with X39, putting on the morning and wearing it that 12 hours throughout the day. A lot of times people will get energy from the X39. And so sometimes people don't realize that's what's happening. And so I will even just tell them, okay, try to wear it at night. If you don't have problems sleeping, then you can wear the X39 at night, no problem at all. But if you cannot go to sleep, it is the X39 giving you energy. And I love that little test for people because normally, especially if they sleep well, even if they're like, well, Nikki, I'm not noticing anything with this patch, and then it's like, well, try it at night. See what and they're like, well, Nikki, I can't sleep if I wear it at night. Then that means it's working for you. So it's a great little test to know that the technology is actually giving you energy, even though you don't realize it because you're so busy during the day. We just don't think about how our bodies feel all the time. And so it's a great little test for people. I can't tell you how many people I've done that with. I even have people who have to set an alarm on their phone to take it off 2 hours before bed because they would be like, holy cow, Nikki, you had me start wearing this technology. And I am just like, I can't go to sleep right away. And I was like, oh my, I said, I know you don't feel anything, but it's actually giving you energy. So you need to set a timer, give yourself 2 hours beforehand, and then they're totally sleeping fine. So I don't know that there's necessarily been any testing on that because people can wear it, based on their need. I do have people that it will cause them to detox. And so they actually get really tired. When people have things in their body that need to move, when your body is now supported in a proper way, it allows your body system to work properly. And detox is huge in that. And so for some people, the technology, there's things that are sitting right there on the cusp of their body, and their body is just begging them to give them a way to detox whatever's going on with them. So when they start using this technology, they get so tired because their body just hasn't had a way to detox it. So I will tell those people to wear the X39 at night until you start to notice that you can't sleep. And then let's switch it back to during the day. Is the technology based on BMI? I've never heard him talk about it being based on the BMI at all. Um, age, food choices, excess sugar or salt. No, it's not based on any type of age or food choices or excesses use of sugar or salt. So anytime we do anything healthy for ourselves, what we eat, limiting our sugar, making sure that our salt content is not, bothering our blood pressure in any way. Anytime we do those really important things for our body, this technology is only going to work better. I see people who actually make no changes, zero changes in anything health wise that they're doing, who still have great results with the technology. But I'm always going to tell you proper diet, proper nutrition, keeping sugar as far out of your, that you can is super important. I had terrible food sugar cravings before this technology. The SP6 patch is probably one of my most favorite patches. Absolutely, completely curbed all of my sugar cravings. So I highly recommend that patch for anybody who's struggling with that. Um, okay, anybody else? Anybody want to come on? Oh, here, I see another one. Let me see in the chat here. Okay,
I don't know
I
if
have
you
a
can hear me.
question. Oh, yes, Brian, I see your question. Do you want to share it with us?
Yes, please. I don't know if you recall the photos I sent you of my accident that I was involved in. And I've been following the instructions for the X39, which is on the back of my neck, and the Aon for the inflammation. The instructions have it where it's near my right foot or my palm or right ankle. And the glutathione, if I pronounce that correctly, for tissue
Glutathione, you're good.
glutathione for rebuilding and repair is on the right big toe for the V area, but
Mhm,
all my damage is on my left ankle.
mhm.
So Larry suggested to put it on my left foot instead of the right. Is that something I should do or not?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So when I had my surgery on my Achilles tendon, I actually wore three X39. It's all on my left side. So I wore three X39, three carnosine, and three Eon, all down on my left foot. So, and there would be some days where I would just wear two, and then I would put the other ones in the spots that are in the book, like you're talking about. So I would have them everywhere. I did that for probably a month. After my surgery, I started it when I first got injured, and then a month after my surgery, just to try to get whatever boost of any of my GHK copper peptide, my carnosine, my anti-inflammation peptides working as quickly as I possibly could. So yeah, you can totally work, like Larry said, that's perfect instruction to wear those on your left foot for sure. Mhm.
Okay, one more question. I've been having issues with my left and right shoulders, and I went to my physician, and I'm going for x-rays, and they're telling me that even with my physical therapist, they're telling me that when I do my physical therapy from the accident, when I lift my arms up above my shoulders, there's a lot of pain on the left top shoulder and the right top shoulder. And they're telling me that it's probably arthritis. And is there any way I could, address that with these patches somehow to help improve it?
Absolutely. Yes. So you could wear, like I said, especially if you're going to wear more than one patch, if you wanted to add an Eon patch to the C7, so that bump on the
I
back of your
lost
neck,
you.
and then you could try the uh, Ice Wave, white on right, tan on left, of
I
both
don't
of
know if
your
it's me or you,
shoulders.
but I lost you.
Oh, you lost me. Can everybody else hear me? Am I okay? Or am I gone? Am I back? Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my
Um,
connection tonight.
yes, the
Am I back?
connection. Yes, you're
You better
back.
put the you better put the
You're back.
patch on your connection.
I don't know what's going on with my connection tonight. I'm so sorry.
Are you
So
using a router?
no, I have no idea.
Put the
Pastor Ed
patch
is
on.
probably laughing because you asked me that question, because I have no idea what I'm using. I'm using a computer.
Just so you know, I without any instructions, I took the Aon patch and put it on my left top shoulder and my right, and for about 3 weeks now, and I'm able to lift my arms higher, much higher. I still feel the pain, but it's not as intense as it was before. Sometimes I don't realize, oh my God, I put my arm above my head and it's not, there's no pain. So I'm hoping that's what the problem, that the anon is helping. But
Absolutely. And that's so important that you intuitively move these patches around to where you feel like you have need. So putting that Eon on your C7, I think that's fabulous. You can add the Ice Wave. So white on right, tan on left on
I
each
don't
of your
use ice wave.
shoulders.
I'm not using
You
ice
don't
wave. I don't know what
you
that
don't
is.
have it?
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, we definitely need to get you some Ice Wave, because that will just help with any kind of pain that you're feeling. But the
It's
Eon
not the
is
pain.
huge.
Well, in the shoulders it's pain, but it's just like there's no energy to. I try to lift it. It's like, yes, there's pain, but there's like no strength.
Right. Yeah, yeah, and it's it just makes me think of myself when I had my surgery. Well, you sound like me in that you expect a lot from yourself. I'm sure Vicky can relate to us right now in talking about this. There are things that we expect ourselves to be able to do, and our body is trying to repair an area that is injured. And so we want to feel great, and we want to be able to do all these things that we would normally do or feel like shouldn't be a problem, because like you're talking about, it's in my feet. My arms and my shoulders should be totally fine. I should be able to do all these things. But your body is like, we have an injury. We are sending all blood flow, all energy, all work to that area to try to repair what's going on. And so, yeah, your body's like, man, yes, my arms are checked out. I'm tired. And so I would just say, give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. But yes, use the Eon. That's absolutely fabulous. I would also just throw in there, I don't know if you ever do chiropractic care, but huge with anything like this. Oh my gosh, he's showing a picture. Are y'all seeing this of his foot? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Um, Anyway, so get chiropractic care because it messes up your hips, your knees, your shoulders, your neck, your spine. Everything starts to go out of alignment because of surgeries like this. So get someone who cares for your spine that can help support you in that area. Oh my goodness, Brian, that's crazy. Those
It's gotten
pictures are
better though. If you start now, it's that I started using the patch Thanksgiving, and
awesome.
the swelling. That's one concern I had is the swelling goes down, and then in the morning, but by the evening, I guess because of all the walking, because I have to wear a boot, it swells up
Mhm.
again, and then in the morning, the swelling, I can start to see my bones on my left
Oh
ankle,
yeah,
which is a good
wow.
thing. Yeah, so it
That's
is
a lot.
improving, but my main thing was the Aeon to wear it on the left side of my ankle because the instructions say on the right side. And
Yeah.
when I wear it on the left side, I'm starting to see more improvement than on the right
Yes.
side. And I wanted to make sure that I was doing the right thing.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you have any type of acute injury, put the patches there. So I say pop the spot with a lot. So put as many patches on that leg as you want to. I mean, just get them all on there because we want that puppy to be supported as much as possible. Absolutely.
Okay, next time I'll show you photos of the improvement.
Awesome. And if you want to come on a Thursday night call and we can put some pictures
Absolutely.
together. Okay. I would love to have you on sometime so we can share your whole story and pictures before and after. That would be amazing. Let's see.
Thank you. Thank you.
Margie, you have your hand up. Do you want to come on?
Yes, I'm on. Brian, hey, this is Margie. I just wanted to add a little something. When you were speaking about your shoulders, I remember with me having the same symptoms like you, and I ended up having rotator cuff tear on both my shoulders, and I had surgery on my right one. But I wanted to tell you that my left shoulder, giving time to these patches to work, I no longer need surgery on that left one.
Mm.
Of course, I had to have surgery on my right one because I wasn't patching. I didn't know about LifeWave before I had the rotator cuff tears. So what I would say is just give it time. It is going to work. I don't need surgery. I mean, and I don't have any pain whatsoever anywhere in my shoulders. And I have a huge testimony, but I did want to let you know, just give it time. You'll watch and see how everything is it's gonna go away. I'm telling you,
Praise the
this
Lord.
is a
Yes.
miracle.
Did she have to take the shot?
No, well, did I have to take the shot as far as like for my pain?
In your shoulders for the rotating
Yeah.
cuff, they give you the.
Yeah, they started with, let's do shots, and they didn't want
Because
to do that.
they want me to do that, and I don't believe in that.
No, I don't. Yeah,
I said, there's a cure the problem. No, it's
right,
like putting a Band-Aid on it.
right, and
So
you're right. And so I insisted, for the MRI because they kept saying, oh, you probably have just arthritis in there.
they want me to go for an MRI as well. So
They do.
what happened with you? I would love to hear the
Well,
story.
with me, because I didn't know about the patches before, I went and had the surgery on my right shoulder for the rotator cuff. But for the left shoulder, it has also a tear, but I have no pain and it's gone. So I'm not touching that shoulder for nothing.
But what are you using? What patch?
I had Eon and X39. That's it.
And where are you locating the patches?
When I have pain, I put the Eon on my shoulder, directly on my shoulders when I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
But I've always put the X39 on the back of my neck. And
you put the X39 where? I'm sorry?
On the back of my neck.
Okay, that's what I do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Aeon?
And the Eon right on the shoulder. I was putting it right on the shoulder. And I
Now,
don't have.
what if you have both shoulders like myself? Should I use two patches or?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you give it time, and I might be wrong, you've got the experts right here on the call too. But for me, if you use the patch, if you use them patch and you're consistent with them, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, just give
That's
it
what
time.
I'm doing now, but it's on the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. You'll see. It's gonna happen because it happened for me.
I mean, I feel a lot. Like I said, I've been doing the Aeon.
Am I gone again?
to scratch the back of my neck. I'm like, oh wait, I don't feel no pain. What's going
Yeah,
on here? So I'm
that's
hoping
cool.
it's a patch. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for that
Well,
input. I really appreciate it very much.
okay. My pleasure.
Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah,
Nikki.
and no, you're good. And yeah, I would definitely say I would not hesitate to use more than one patch.
Okay.
If
Okay.
if financially that's feasible for you, I would do that in a heartbeat. Yes, because especially when we're talking about inflammation, it just makes a huge difference. So, like I said, I would patch with three X39, three Eon. But if you need more than that, don't hesitate. I've heard lots of stories where people have been in situations where they've used more than that. And when I've had really bad pain, acute pain, I've used a lot of
Well,
patches. So
I'm not just trying to hide the pain. I want to be able to
right.
lift my arms over, you know?
Yes.
And when you
And
say three patches, you're saying one okay, one on the left side, one on the right. So where's the third one go? My foot?
on your foot.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. Just
Yeah,
want to make sure.
I wouldn't hesitate to do that. Yeah, because what you're doing is reducing inflammation. So it's not just masking, pain or anything like that. It's
Yeah,
actually
I don't want to
reduce
mask the pain.
no.
I want it to go away.
Yes, it's reducing the inflammation so that your stem cells can get in there and do the regeneration that needs to happen in your foot and in both of your shoulders. So, yeah, so we are
I
actually
have one
over
more
time.
question.
Oh, yes, yes, go ahead.
Okay, that you just hit on it. I keep forgetting to ask you this and ask Larry this. Over time, as the improvement happens with your body, is this something that you need to do every single day again, or is this something you say, okay, you know what? I don't need it every day. I can do it once a month or once every 2 weeks. I mean, when the stem cells are reawaken again, do they go away, or do you have to keep using this forever, or what's that's the part I don't understand.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, what happens in your body is that's just that natural aging body process that happens is your stem cells going dormant over time. So, if you do not use this technology, that's naturally just going to occur for your stem cells to go dormant. Now, I would say any of the other patches that you want to use on an every other day basis, on a weekly, monthly, as needed basis, any of the other patches, I would say that's great, but consistent use with the X39 is huge. So the X39 for me will be an everyday occurrence because I don't want I want all of my stem cells, as many as I can get, to work for me every single day. I want to prevent that natural body's aging process of those going dormant. I want those to be active for me. So even if you think of like during the day, you go out and so you're exposed to toxins. There's toxins in our water, in our air, I mean everywhere. Unless you live on a farm way out in nowhere and you make all of your own food, okay? You don't eat any kind of processed food, then that's the only way you're not completely exposed to just toxins on every single level. So I want to wear the X39 every day. So when I'm exposed to those toxins, I have every single stem cell that is going to be active and available in my body to be able to address those. So when we're talking about GHK copper peptide, it elevates your glutathione levels in your body by 30%. It activates the peptide, it helps to support the anti-inflammation process in your body by 30%. So because of all of the body systems that are activated through GHK copper peptide, I want those working at the maximum optimal level every single day. The only way to have that be possible as we age is by using a technology like the X39.
Okay, so one more question is it okay? Would you recommend rotating it from the back of your neck to the front of your neck, or I mean, is it?
You can rotate it. So the two clinically tested spots on the back of the neck and below the belly button, you can totally rotate it. You can wear it on your foot every single day. I pretty much I mean, I do kind of move mine
Where
around.
do you wear it? Where do you
I
wear it?
wear mine on the back of my neck and then on my lower spine. So I will rotate a lot of times between those two spots.
And
Um,
rotating what, weekly, monthly?
oh, every other day. I mean, and not, it's
Oh, okay,
no,
okay,
there's no, I don't have any rhyme or reason to it. It's about how I feel. So, like, am I feeling like feel like I want that X39 to be on my low back to get a little more support because I have issues there, then I'll wear it there. If I feel
okay.
like it's more inflamed down there, then I'll wear the Eon down there and I'll wear the X39 on my C7. So it just kind of depends on how I feel that day when I get up and deciding on where I want to put them. So the great thing is it really doesn't matter where you apply them. It's going to work no matter where you put them on. You really can't do it wrong, and that's what's so amazing about this technology as
All right,
well.
that's important to me because when I go to my physical therapy and I try relocating them, they fall off because I perspire. I'm like, and then I had to put surgical tape in that location. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's not gonna, it's not
Right.
gonna stay. So
Yeah.
that's why I asked that. Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
absolutely. So when I did physical therapy, I would move them from my foot, my left foot, up to, I would put them then under my underwear, below my waistband on my pants. So then they
Okay,
wouldn't fall off. So I would have them on my foot during the day before I went to physical therapy. And then I would move them, to under my underwear so that they would still be attached. Yeah. So I don't have to worry about that stickiness. So yeah.
okay, all right, very good.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Again, I apologize for all the
Absolutely.
questions.
Yes. Yes. Larry, did you want to come on real quick? I know we are way over time tonight.
Yeah, no, I greatly appreciate you letting Brian answer all his questions and concerns. We talk every day, and I'm
Awesome.
very I've been very concerned about Brian as a friend, as a good friend. And you mentioned carnosine. This is what
Mhm.
I wanted to find out also. What is the purpose of carnosine for your injuries wellness?
Yes. So carnosine is huge because it is in all muscle tissue. So let's see. So it improves strength, flexibility, and endurance. So anytime you're dealing with any type of injury, you're needing help in all of those areas. It protects the brain from forming plaque. So that's obviously super helpful. It protects the telomeres, which is so important in our brain health. Old cells transform into healthier cells. It builds and repairs damaged muscle. So, anytime you're talking about any type of surgery, you have a damaged muscle that's going on in there, anywhere around the area that has been injured or surgery has happened. Carnosine is a master antioxidant in our body, so it helps with pain relief and it also reduces inflammation. It improves the bioelectrical properties of all of our organs. So it helps support every single organ we have. It aids in skeletal improvement and cardiac function. So it supports eye tissue and eye health. It prevents DNA damage. It accelerates wound healing. It helps to detoxify aluminum in our body, and it regulates cerebral fluid. So carnosine is huge when it when it comes to any type of healing that takes place in our body. It's absolutely vital. So that's why I'm recommending the carnosine patch with any type of surgery. Um, Before we get off of here, I just want to promote. So we have one special still going on in the month of December with Alavita. So I just want to go over what Alavita does as well, kind of like what I just shared with you with carnosine, but it's 15% off for our system. So definitely take advantage of that. It improves your skin from the inside out. So most people, Alavita, most people think is just for skin, but I'm going to tell you some things to let you know that it's not just for skin. So I wanted to make sure that was clear so people would take advantage of the sale while it's on discount. It brightens your complexion for for regeneration and a youthful glow. It reduces aging by reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It firms up and evens out skin tones and discoloration. It increases mental clarity and focus, helps to improve sleep. So I'm specifically talking about the patch now, what the patch does, helping with that mental clarity, focus, and sleep. Some people just have amazing dreams with the Alavita patch because it elevates epithalamine in the body, or epitalon. Google those things so you can see everything that it does, because epithalamine in the body lengthens telomeres. So it works in great conjunction for the support of telomeres with the carnosine patch. So that is really important information to know. It hydrates your skin 24/7, enhancing skin firmness. It also, I heard one doctor talk about how it actually improves the lining of the colon. So that would have something to do with epitalon and what it actually does. And it decalcifies the pineal gland. So because of so just even research like how the pineal gland, look it up on Google, supports your body. This Alavita patch, a lot of times I will wear mine right here, on top of my pineal gland, to have that support for all of those things I listed. So it's a great time to take advantage of this special running through December 10th. So Margie said she ordered hers, so absolutely fabulous. So thank you all so much for being on the call tonight. Thank you so much for hanging with us and just allowing us to talk through Brian's surgery and just getting him the information that he needs. Brian, we're so excited for you. We're so thankful that you are using this technology, and I can't wait to have the opportunity to interview you. Please get back on our calls. Wednesday night, we will be going over, Pastor Ed and Vicky do all of the patches. So I gave you a brief little thing of Alavita and carnosine. They will be doing that on Wednesday night as well as the business. On Thursday night, I will be having another interview. So please join us for that. In 2 Thursdays, you got to hear Margie tonight. Brian, you and Margie were talking back and forth. She's going to come back on for an update that's going to be absolutely incredible. So 2 Thursdays from now, she will be on, but I will be interviewing someone else this Thursday, and it's going to be fabulous. It will also be an update. So with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you, and especially you, Brian, and everything that you're going through. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thanks. Have a great night.
God
Good job.
bless. God bless.